Hello Manchester United family. Unai Emery wants to see more and more from Marcus Rashford after Lone Star's fantastic cameo in Aston Villa's victory over Chelsea. Unai Emery believes there is more to come from Marcus Rashford after Aston Villa's on-loan forward helped turn defeat into victory against Chelsea. Rashford came on as a half-time substitute with Villa 1-0 down but created both goals for Marco Asensio and was a constant threat from his role wide on the left. Villa's decision to take Rashford from Manchester United for the rest of the season raised eyebrows, as he had not played for United since December 12. But he has now 3 assists to his name and has become a hero for the Holte End. Emery said, "We want to support him. Help him. Try to help him to feel comfortable here. Try to help him get confidence with us, try to be demanding with him. He is in this process." Of course he played a fantastic 45 minutes. We now want to be consistent. Hopefully he is going to be important, like today, but then more and more. The most important for him is to try to be here with us and be confident and comfortable in a good atmosphere, and this is my objective. Enzo Maresca's men missed a chance to move into 4th spot and the Italian admitted this was the most painful defeat of his tenure. He said, "It's the toughest defeat of the season." The reaction from Brighton, where Chelsea lost 3-0, was brilliant and the performance was very good, but it's not enough, so it's a tough one. We didn't deserve to lose, but in this league you have to be clinical. The difference is usually inside the box. We had chances at 1-0 where we didn't score and it was the same at 1-1. Then at the end anything can happen and unfortunately we lost the game. Man United chiefs are sick of hearing about Sir Alex Ferguson's glory days while some bigwigs blame legendary manager for recent woes with his £2 million a year deal brutally cut. Members of the Ineos group in charge of Manchester United are said to be sick of hearing about how things were done in Sir Alex Ferguson's day. Legendary manager Ferguson, 83, was in charge at Old Trafford for 26 years until 2013 and oversaw the most successful period in the club's history as he delivered 38 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. The Scot later returned to United as a global ambassador until that £2.16 million a year job was terminated in October last year as part of a cost-cutting campaign by Ineos chief executive Sir Jim Ratcliffe. That came shortly after Ineos had laid off 250 members of United staff and, according to the Mirror, another 200 could fall victim to a new round of redundancies next week. As well as trying to restore United to their former glories on the pitch, Ineos are determined to balance the books. The Red Devils currently owe various lenders a total in excess of £500 million, while more than £400 million is owed to other clubs as part of player transfer deals. One area expected to witness further significant cuts is United's scouting department. The number of physical scouting missions is set to be reduced as the club moves to an approach focused on data and analytics. Such an approach is very different to how things were done in Fergie's day, something that is seemingly not lost on Ineos. The Mirror claims that Ineos Director of Sport Sir Dave Brailsford and his staff have grown tired of hearing about how Ferguson dominated English football in the 1990s and 2000s. Some of United's top decision-makers are even said to blame Ferguson for United's stagnation since his retirement in 2013, with the suggestion being that his failure to embrace modern developments in coaching and scouting caused the club to fall behind their rivals. A club insider was quoted by the Mirror as saying, "Ineos want absolutely nothing to do with the past. They don't want to hear how things were done when United were winning 13 Premier League titles and they won't accept any suggestion that lessons can be learned from when the club's greatest ever manager was in charge. It's all very well drawing a line under the last 12 years and saying, let's move on. But it's become an obsession not to mention the period when United were one of the best teams in Europe." Despite no longer holding his lucrative role as global ambassador, Ferguson is still a non-executive director at United. He was in the stands at Goodison Park on Saturday to watch United come from 2-0 down to draw 2-2 with Everton, who were under the guidance of David Moyes. Moyes famously replaced Ferguson as United manager in 2013, but was sacked less than 10 months later. Ferguson took charge of more than 1,400 United games between 1986 and 2013, winning 895 of them. In contrast, Moyes lasted